Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Noharisa Farhana binti Sahruddin. My matrix number is 1004. When it comes to diversity in a workplace, race, gender, and cultural background are often the first attributes that pop into one's mind. Yet, there is one another aspect of diversity that often get overlooked, but is equally important, which is age. So, our discussion topic for today about age diversity issue in the workplace. What is age diversity in a workplace? Age diversity in a workplace refers to the difference in age distribution among employees within an organization. It also can be defined as the ability of organization to accept the people of various age categories within the organization business environment. As the world population ages, the workplace is aging as well. There are currently 5 generations in the workplace today, which is the silent generation, baby boomers, Generation X, Generation Y, and Generation Z. Each generation has its own unique set of characteristics and norms. For example, the silent generation, born 1925 to 1945, is known for its hard workers and loyalty to institutions. Meanwhile, the baby boomers, born in 1946 to 1960, characterized as a being workaholic who relish long weeks and overtimes. They are more committed to their role than any other generations. Next, Generation X, that born in 1965 to 1980, is committed to juggling works with family times and favor work-life balance. They are considered to be the biggest revenue generators overall. Next, the Generation X, that born in 1965 to 1980, is committed to juggling works with family times and favor work-life balance. The Generation Y, born 1981 to 1995, are characterized by their dependence on technology, detachment from traditional institutions, optimism, and open-mindedness. Lastly, Generation Z, born in 1996 and later. This generation is the most tech competent of any generation, able to pick on development quicker than other employees. As we can see, it is no wonder that many people from different generations have a hard time understanding each other. However, age diversity has its importance in the workplace. First, age diversity improves performance and productivity. The past research show that productivity in both older and younger workers is higher in company with a mixed age. Secondly, age diversity can help reduce employees' turnover. One big perk of improved performance and productivity is less employees' turnover. It is also reported that workers who are 55 and older can contribute to lower turnover, as they are loyal workers who typically stay in their jobs longer than younger employees. For employers, they gain lower turnover costs and more skilled experienced employees. Thirdly is age diversity drive innovation. Age diversity in the workplace bring about different experience, expectations, style, and perspective. All these differences can become a source of strength and innovation when addressed and managed the right way.
Assalamualaikum. Hi, my name is Sharifano Al-Wahida binti Sa'omad Zamalulai. My metric number 1022. I will present the number 2. I will explain about issue of age diversity in workplace. Issue of age diversity in the workplace. First issue, one of the most common challenge which as diversity faces is lack of communications. When employees don't mutually communicate, the first issue arises. This happens because of ego and less teamwork. People of different age groups have a mindset that why they have to bend for people who are of not up to their standards. When a manager is of younger in age due to his education, senior employees might react making themselves low by comparing. Second issue is older workers may be more comfortable with traditional working hours, whereas a younger one may prefer more flexibility. For example, baby boomers often work very hard to achieve expectations and tend to adapt their personal life to fit what expected. Meanwhile, Gen Zers like the challenge of work but they want more balance in their life, and Gen Yers are committed to their careers but they want to experience fulfillment in their work. Third issue, baby boomers might not want to change their way of working style according to the newer environment because they prefer to do in traditional methods on how the work should be done. Plus, they need more time to adjust to recent technology change than younger workers. Fourth issues, all generations have different ways to resolve conflicts. For example, baby boomers want the consensus of the team. Meanwhile, Gen Z years wants to resolve conflict immediately and address problems directly, and Gen Y years have often been taught conflict resolution skills during their school years that they can utilize. However, they are not that good at handling conflict and often need coaching. 5 issues, employees in the same team. When 5 people of their age category start getting comfortable due to language, religion or social status end up forming a group in team. Last but not least, last issue is different ideas and different perspectives also have a flip side. It can generate conflict. For example, when a younger employee questions a group of elder employees about something they have been doing the same way for years, they may resent being challenged and see the questioner as arrogant. Or conversely, if an older employee attempts to share some advice based on experience, younger employees may see it as an attempt to pull rank. First factor is a contribute to the issue is one factor that has heavily influenced generation gap is the accelerating rate of change in society. In the 18,000s, developments in society were slow. As a result, 2 or 3 generations lived lifestyles that were very similar to each other. There were many differences across generations. However, given technological and social advances that have taken place in the 20th and 21st centuries, the lifestyle of individuals even one generation apart are drastically different from each other. Many individuals from older generations are having trouble keeping up with the modern technologies that millennials have become accustomed to. Due to generation gap, a child may explain to an adult how to use technology, or a young adult will choose to spend his time on the public transportation, while an older man passes the time reading. Second, factor that contribute of the issue, another factor that has influenced the generation gap is the increased mobility of society. In earlier generation, society was not very mobile. Most people stay in the same area or country. There was a little contact with people outside of one general area. Access to information from other cultures was limited. However, with the increasing advance of the technology, people begin to be introduced to new things. People begin to experience other cultures through television and music. Websites such as YouTube made it easier than ever for people to connect with others around the world. People have begun to challenge their traditional custom and adopt some of this new culture value into their own. As a result, this has led to disagreement among the different generations. Third factor that contribute of the issue is lastly, increased life expectancy. In 1950, the average life expectancy in the world was 68.2 years old. Just making it to the 65 years old retirement age was not guaranteed. Today, we are living to 78.7 years old on average, and despite some slight decline over the past 2 years, that the number has been steadily increased for as long as it's been measured. The older employees who do retire at 65, there are appears that most expect to continue working in some capacity beyond that.
My name is Siti Nurazina binti Ahmad Zainal. My matrix number 1016. Now we move to solutions. The first is mentoring program. The practice of multi-generational workplace mentoring in a mixed-age workforce where companies value knowledge, experience, and skill above age, seniority, or gender. Example, employees of all ages have the opportunity to teach, share, and learn from one another. Second is open communication and transparency. Everyone should be given the opportunity to present creative thoughts, complaints, ideas, and concerns. In an inclusive environment where everyone is heard, better decisions will be made. Different generations also become exposed to the viewpoints of others and begin to appreciate the difference in the ways they approach their work, communicate, see their careers, and view their job roles. For example, baby boomers could benefit from embracing the attitude of millennials towards work balance. And the third is adjust communication methods. When it comes to communication, a blend of methods could be instituted to enable all generations to feel comfortable with one option or another. Some crucial meetings could require in-person attendance and others could be done via video chat. Older generations could benefit from exposure to the quick communication methods of the Generation Y and millennials and how they leverage technology to increase their productivity. As the younger generations enter the workforce, they expect technology to be implemented. And next is foster multi-generational team building. Building a diverse team in the workplace allows employees to learn from one another. And the last is conclusion. Age diversity is extremely important in the workplace. Constructive view of different generations do not have to result in conflict and disagreement. Fostering a work environment where differences are valued and respected instead of punished or downplayed can help to bridge the generation gap. So that's all from us. Thank you.